Okay, about to take a midday break from working. Been taking this Spageric midday, and I like crave it. If you've never taken a Spageric, it's kind of like a fermented vinegar taste. It kind of burns under the tongue, but I feel so vitalized when I take it. I'm about to go make a steak. Put in work this morning. I'll recap you guys when we get out there, but I'm gonna go grill a steak before my next call. Burns so good. That was way too aggressive.
That was right.
All right, let's have a little evening debrief, shall we? What my hair is doing. I was just picking at my face in the mirror because I'm a human being. You know those days where you're like, all of a sudden you're like, I see every pore and it's not right. Anyway, we're so hard on ourselves for no reason. Today's wins. Went to CrossFit, got in a gnarly workout. It was thrusters and toes to bar. Had a sales call, got some work done at a coffee shop, came home, went in the sun for a little bit, and then I had like 3 more calls this afternoon and 1 this evening. And we got my client Bryce's site all finished, so really excited there. It's optimized for mobile. Images are dropped in. I'm gonna show you guys a little video of us happy dancing at the end of his call. Hey, high five.
High five.
Hey, buddy. So that was really cute. But today I want to do a video about the time that my part-time job costed me $16,000 a month. And if you're not familiar with this mindset, I want to introduce you to it, and I hope that you take some insight from it. So basically, there was a time in my life not that long ago where I had this part-time job and it paid about $30 an hour. And my coach at the time was like, how many hours are you working a week there? And I was like, 25 to 30. He's like, cool. So we'll say 30 times 30, that's $900 a week, or $3,600 a month. And honestly, it was less than that. It was like $2,800 a month or something like that. And it was not a full 30 hours, but let's just say for simplicity's sake that it was $3,500 a month, okay? He said, if you worked half of those hours with clients inside of Maximum Potency, how much money would you be making? So 15 times my hourly rate of 200 plus. And it was like, oh, that's a big difference. So 250 times 15 a week times 4 weeks brings me out to roughly like $3,700 a week. So I was like, oh, this job is costing me a lot of money, right? And I think maybe we went a little bit higher, but I'm just saying, when I subtracted the money that I could be making for the money that I was making in that exercise that day, it was $16,000 different. Now this job, they asked me to leave because my travel schedule was really crazy, and we both know that that wasn't gonna change. So I sat there and was like, oh, it's actually costing me $16,000 a month to work here. And he said, what do you like about working here? And I was like, well, they give me free clothes, like, 4 times a year, I get all this clothes, like $1,000 worth of clothes, and I get to look cute, and I meet people and all this stuff. It's like, cool, is that worth $16,000 to you? And I was like, no, it's not. Okay. That was a hard pill to swallow. By allowing my hours to continue to go to that job, I was allowing myself to continue to be underpaid. So when that job asked me to leave, I doubled down and had some good months in the fall, and there was some slower months like December. I didn't work a lot in December. I was really prioritizing family. And my business, the way it was set up, was if I wasn't working in it, I wasn't getting paid. So many businesses are set up like that. But if you're smart, you figure out how to make money where you're not just like more hours equals more dollars. So anyway, that was a real eye-opener for me personally, and really, really crazy to process through. And now fast forward, I'm working about 30 hours a week and I'm making, just under 20K a month. And so it's like, yeah, that was accurate. So it's one thing to say that, or it's one thing to say, I could be making this much money. It's a whole other thing to go out and start to actually make that and go, oh, that theory was actually accurate. So it was just interesting. And I don't say that to like brag or anything. I say that to say like, hey, if you suspect that you're worth more, you probably are. And it just depends how dedicated you want to be to actually make that happen, because potential is just potential at the end of the day, right? All right, so it's like about 9 o'clock. I'm gonna shower and put myself to bed early, and then I'm gonna sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Like, not a lot, just like an extra 45 or an hour. I'll still get up by about 7 o'clock tomorrow, because I'm gonna go to 8 o'clock CrossFit in the morning. But yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep, and tomorrow will be a more traditional vlog. Today and yesterday I was like, how many times am I gonna show you guys just like a boring Monday or a boring Tuesday? You know, sometimes it's just not it. So it's been a lot of motion. A lot of stuff got built this past weekend, and we are at, I told you guys I was gonna tell you how sales were going. We are at 4 sales in 6 days so far, since we started a new initiative. So 4 out of 20 for that offer. And then I pitched one of the high ticket offers. We're gonna sell 8 of those this month. And then we've still got some higher ticket stuff that I can't necessarily say here, but it's exciting. So we're at a whopping, let's see, 360, no, we're at 1,200 in sales. The goal is 50K, so stay tuned. Driving, like, I don't know, a fucking medic ambulance or whatever, and essentially like drove on top of a bomb.